Okay. First thing is first. We gotta take care of some business. But before we take care of some business, let me just give a couple quick shout outs. First of all, shout out to the government, to the Democrats and the Republicans. No matter what happens on February 15th, we want to let you know on February 15th that we will be supporting you, and the federal workers that are not working or that's going to be working, we're going to be supporting you too, federal workers. Also, number two, shout outs to the veterans, to the ones in the military. Thank you all so much for representing our country. Thank you for representing the US of A. But most of all, thank you for representing the whole entire world. We appreciate you veterans that are fighting every single day. Thirdly, Victor Oladipo and John Wall. Victor Oladipo, you had a serious injury, but we know, brother, you're going to be coming back. You're going to be better than ever next season. And John Wall, you got a killer surgery that you got to overcome. But we want to let you know, John Wall, that our prayers and thoughts are with you. And within the next 2 years, you're going to have an inspiring story, and that you will be back better than ever. And lastly, but fourthly, Mrs. Lori Langham's family. As most of you all know, Lori Langham, and this is talk from Joseph Holland before. This is not my character. This is Joseph Holland. But as Joseph Holland, Miss Lori Langham was one of my all-time greatest teachers. I mean, she was a math whiz, smart, and loved the Lord, and loved going, confessing her soul to Jesus Christ, and mostly a true woman of God who deserves dignity, honor, and respect. And if there's ever a Hall of Fame in Harlan County, Miss Lori Langham will be in the first class as a first-class future ballot Hall of Famer. And Kent Langham, Kyle Langham, David Langham, and to the rest of the Langham family, we love and appreciate you on behalf of Global Force Records and on behalf of the World Global Express. We appreciate you and love you so much. God bless you all, and we hope that you all continue to move forward in life and move on and serve the Lord like she would. But right now, let's take care of some business, because I have tried to avoid this confrontation or conflict. I have tried to avoid this subject and matter, but I have had it up to here. And there's no more of going behind the back, no more of stabbing behind the back. I'm going to explain the reason why that I turned heel. And you know why? The reason why that I talked about you, the reason why that I turned heel, and the reason why that I turned a bad guy. First of all, let me let you in on something. I'm a bad, bad man who likes to see people have a smile on their face, but most of all, who likes to see people suffer at times. Most pun intended. I'm a bad, bad man that likes to see people suffer at times. And do you know why I become a bad man, why I become a villain? Because I can and because I want to. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with being a face, with being a baby face, with being a good guy. But when you're a bad guy, when you're a villain, that makes your heart and your soul test limits and go the extreme mile and go places that you never thought you would want to go. But when I released that audio tape, and here's the thing. And as I look around, Celestial Shuler, Celeste Solar, You are indeed one of the most beautifulest women that I've ever seen. And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. When it comes to honor, when it comes to respect, you're one of the most highly respectable women, not only in Harlan County, but in the entire world. And the reason why that I did the audio tape, the reason why that you heard the audio tape, and you see, I've tried to beat around the bush, come up with a billion excuses, come up with great lies to put up, great lies to, but I can just not come up with a lie. I can just not sugarcoat stuff. But the reason why that I released the audio tape was because I see something in you that nobody sees in you. You see, let me explain something to you, Celeste Shuler. When me and you were working together, and you see, you had a great smile, you had a great sense of humor, but when you got rid of the black shirt and turned to the red shirt, things changed. And why did they change? Was it because there was better opportunities? Was it because the money was on the table? Was it because you let stuff get to you? And that's one thing that envied me so bad, is because you are a great woman, but you let so much stuff get in your way. And let me explain something to you, Celeste. When you had the red shirt and nobody was supporting you and nobody was there for you, out of all the people, and I mean, of course you got your friends, you got your colleagues there, but like when you needed someone to step up their game the most, who better to step up their game than Poncho, Blazin, ATM, the impact player? When you needed someone to step up their game and work, it was me that stepped up my game and worked. When you needed someone to put the time down, when you needed someone to get the job done, it was me that always got the job done. And no matter what, no matter how bad of a mood you was in, no matter who you let down, no matter who you snapped on, there was nobody who was there who was better loyal to you than me, Poncho, Blazin, ATM. Working wise is what I'm talking about. And you see, here's the thing. Since we really wasn't communicating, since you the one that went around and talked to me about everybody, see, now I'm going to release to the whole world what's been going on as of late. You see, here's the thing. I know for a fact that you really, really do like me. And I've always figured out why you've had it the hardest on me. Now, was it because I'm black? And I started to think to myself, no, that's not the reason. Was it because that I was wearing glasses or I'm tall or anything? No, that's definitely not the reason. The reason why that you've had it out so much for me was because you know for a fact that I'm the impact player. You know for a fact that I am the man. And here's the thing, I actually did like you at one point in time. And honestly, if you think about it, We could have been something. Who knows? You could have been Miss Amazing. You could have been the woman of my dreams. You could have been the woman there for me. We could have been Mr. Blazin and Miss Amazing. We could have been together and forever. And here's the funny thing about that. You see, when I expressed my feelings and when I said that I wanted to be with you, and when I said at a certain point that I would have wanted to bang you at a time or another, which is probably true, that I wanted to be with you, that I wanted to have a relationship with you, then all of a sudden things really have changed. But you know what? And especially, here's what topped it off. When I said that you had a fat booty, when I said that fat booty though, that you had a fat booty and that you could twerk, those are points that are true. Now, a lot of times when I express something to women, some stuff is good, some stuff is bad. Now, there's been times that there's been some women that has mistreated me wrong, and is bad. But then there's some times that I've overstepped boundaries, and unfortunately, no longer talking to them. Which, point taken, I probably did deserve not being talked to. But overall, the best thing I want to say to you is thank you. And I mean, thank you so much for no longer communicating with me, but no longer talking to me. But thank you so much for allowing me to open up my heart to all the women and ladies around the world. Because there's over 4,000 people on earth. There's way over 6 billion people on earth that I can open my heart to, open my eyes to. Trust me, I am a ladies' man. And it's not the fact you didn't, the reason why you got rid of me is not the fact that you couldn't stand me, or it's not the fact that you didn't, that you really like me, which I believe, and honestly you do. And like I said multiple times, you could shake and twerk. You could shake and twerk it, and you're really good at it. I mean, truth is truth. But it's that you're ashamed that you're ashamed of what people will think. That's the reason why that I turned heel, was because to make you better as a person. But not only better as a person, but the reason why that I turned heel is because I wanted to light a fire up in you. I wanted you to believe in yourself when nobody else did believe in you. I believed in you all these times. And it was me that was always there for you when everybody else turned on you. And you think about this too. I want you to think real hard on this too. Remember, there was a lot of people that was talking about you, and I was there for you too. And remember when you said that you didn't believe in yourself, but I was there to encourage you and to motivate you and to keep you going. That's the reason why that I turned heel. That's the reason why that I did the audio tape, was because to make you a better person, a better woman, and was to keep you encouraged. And because, let's face it, God created us how He wanted to create us. He created our bodies the way He did. And Celeste, you are big, you are beautiful. You're a big, beautiful woman. And you can't surpass that. God made you big and beautiful. And you are big and beautiful. And you are amazingly beautiful. You could have been Miss Amazing, but we'll never know. And it's a point that I am still single and I'm still out there. But maybe, just maybe, and here's a catch, and this may be some shocking news to some people, but just maybe, and this is big too, and I'm talking about huge, but let's just say maybe there is somebody out there that's already got Mr. Blazin. Maybe there's somebody. And I'm looking at that person right now who I could be with. As a matter of fact, I may be looking at that person. Yeah, but who could it be? I could be with somebody. Never know. Could be with somebody right now. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at that person right now. So while we reflect on this, let's head to Poncho's palace.